Guys, it's going to be a pickups video. We got a brand new GeoForce RTX 3050 for the computer. I'll install probably tomorrow. And we got a brand new gaming chair. Let's go. Hello humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. I'm really glad I got this. Finally, I can play some Intellivision. And it's physical media. Man, I waited for this a long time. After this whole year, I just looked at it right now. I've been making videos for about a year, maybe a little bit over, on Intellivision. And, everybody's jumping on the bandwagon now. But for me, it's been a journey. For some of the people that follow me, when I first started my channel and I started talking about this, you can see the trajectory, right? So it's been fun for me. I know it's getting a little saturated now, let's just say that, because bigger YouTubers are making videos on it and they're just rehashing a lot of the stuff that we've already talked about and other channels have talked about, and it's pretty much ended with really this last failure of this campaign, as far as people actively supporting it out there. And it's a shame, really, that it got so toxic, because if you don't have an exchange of ideas with somebody that supports it, it's just not as fun, if you're just hearing one side of the story. What I try to do whenever I have a discussion, I try to actually give the other side, because I find myself being the only person on the other side of actually giving any sort of hope to the subject, Is it because I just want my sweet wood grain? Probably. But I wanted to do today is show you my pickups, and the first one is this Intellivision cart that I got from Evercade. Believe it or not, I'm wrong all the time, and I'm glad when I'm wrong about something really good, which is the Evercade. When I first saw this handheld system, I didn't think much of it, to tell you the truth. It wasn't for me. I was just like, it's just another one. They're just trying to cash. And yeah, they do, but they did such a great job. This company, they're grinders. They're not really boisterous as far as their marketing. They're great online, as far as getting back to you, customer service, stuff like that. But they have a well-produced product. It's exactly what you want. It's at a fair price. It's not going to break the bank, and it's really, really good. It gives you the carts right now. I have it in here. I've been playing it. And I'm really, really enjoying this machine. I'm waiting for my Versus. It's not coming in until the 1st. Unfortunately, that's not Evercade's fault. It's actually Best Buy, believe it or not. But what I wanted to do today, besides share my happiness of actually having played Night Stalker again, is share some of my pickups with you. And let me show you what I have here. First, I got something for my display here. And have patience with me. I gotta move a lot of stuff around. First, take a look at these bad boys. What? I got metal signs for the racks. I'm just gonna put them out there, guys. I just thought they were pretty cool looking. $20, baby. You can't go wrong. 20 bucks. Look at that. What? Yes. I saw them, and I'm an impulse buyer sometimes. For 20 bucks, it was a great price. I've also gotten some games. Let me show you. I'm really trying to focus just on the PlayStation. I need some more games on my PlayStation rack. And there's some good deals on GameStop, believe it or not. First of all, Hired Gun. That's number one. I want to play that. This one was pretty cheap. All three games together, all these three PlayStation 5 games together, were like $23, believe it or not. Okay, and I bought something else. Here we go. Void Terranium, NIS, and the much maligned Balan Wonderland. Again, great price. It was like $9 or something. So this one I got, it's a PS4 game. It's a PS4 game, but it's one that I wanted. I'm trying to bulk up my JRPG RPG collection because I think when I get older, this is the type of game I'm going to be playing a lot in my systems. So here it is, The Witch and the 100th Night. I got the edition that comes with the book. And let me show you, it's a pretty nice book. It's a little spicy. It's a little spicy, you know. But, you know, the Asian princess doesn't mind, you know, and we get ideas for outfits. Let me say that. We get ideas for outfits. Here we go. Look at that. Pretty cool art. What else? What else we got here? Let me show you. That's the same one. Here we go. You know, it's not too bad. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay. Next, let me put this down. We have The Edge of Eternity, and this is a GameStop exclusive. That's what I got it. That's why I got it. And last but not least, we got Demon Souls, another Atlas game. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Been looking for that one. So, that's what I've gotten so far. As far as games, and I've got some more digital games, you know, on Steam. But this is what I do. I work on, you know, my game room. There's a couple other things. I have a new ColecoVision in a box that I bought, but I'm going to make that in a separate video because it's got a story to it. Right now with the war, guys, you know, those kind of things actually get me down, especially when it comes to war and I see children suffering. I come from a place that wasn't war. My family is Salvadorian. And, you know, I was there during the war and we had to escape. So I know exactly what these people are going through. I know exactly what the children are going through. And, you know, to feel powerless, you know, sometimes when I reflect about it, it really does stress me out. And that's one of the reasons I have this. You know, people own video games for many different reasons. I don't I don't post a lot, you know, I don't interact a lot. Like, I don't do live streams, guys, because I simply don't have time. You know, I work a full-time job. Sometimes I work overtime, especially this time of year. It's going to get busier, and I just don't have the time to spend online. Number one. Number two, you know, I get up early and I also trade. And as wonderful as a career in a YouTube might be, it's never ever going to pay the bills like trading does. It's just, investing is just a better gig, believe it or not. And it allows me to make videos when I want, how I want, and I don't have to worry about, you know, e-begging, asking you for donations, you know, things like that. You know, eventually, you know, someday I monetize my channel, it'll go straight into, you know, an account where, you know, whatever $5 that YouTube will ever pay me will go into. But it doesn't put that stress on me, and I never wanted to put that stress on my viewers, you know, feeling obligated that you have to give something in order for me to interact. And not only that, I am terrible at interacting. I try to answer as much as I can all the messages that I see. You know, I'll do it on my break at work, I'll do it here on the weekends. But please know that I really appreciate you watching my channel. So, you know, this is not only a pickup but an update. One thing that I started thinking about, because I saw that, you know, I subscribed to the Pong Show and I saw my logo in there, so I went and looked what he was talking about. And he was talking about what's going to happen, you know, after the Amico, or how long he's going to stay subscribed to people. Let me tell you, for me, it's been a really interesting subject, number one. Number two, I think if you're constant at anything, you should be able to succeed as far as telling anybody how to make a successful YouTube channel. How the hell would I know, right? Always, you know, you might as well ask me about, you know, cooking Russian food. I don't know anything about that. You know, if you ask me about Mexican or you know, Asian food, I might know a little bit about those things. Italian food for sure, right? But I don't know anything about how to make a big or a successful YouTube channel. I would look at bigger channels. I would ask Mad Max, or I would ask Genobi, those kind of opinions I would value, because they have bigger numbers than I do. But I'm not in a position to say what it would take to make my channel bigger, and I don't know that I would want to. I mean, I can barely handle what I have right now. I don't even make enough content to satisfy a lot of the viewers, especially the ones that were into the Amico. But if the Amico goes away, I think there's always going to be something out there to talk about. What I found out about this journey is people are more interested in the opinion than in the subjects. I would make these produced videos and try to put as much as I can, and it really didn't make any difference. People would tune in to this kind of video more than they would something that I put a lot of time and effort to. And with the restricted time that I have, this is a better format for me. Will there be another television Amico subject? Probably not. Hopefully a lot of people have learned the lesson, as far as trying to launch a console during a time like this. But there's always going to be controversy of some sort regarding the business aspect of it. Because that's what I really can talk about in any knowledgeable way. I don't want to speak on things that I don't know about. That's why I don't talk about games that I haven't played or anything like that. I can talk to you about my experiences and how I feel about it. And I've always wanted to give people value with my channel, because now the questions that I get is, how did you get this? And it's the same way that you get successful in investing. You buy undervalued properties. You buy something when nobody wants it. Nobody wanted Xbox 360 games. I bought a ton. When nobody wanted PS3 games, I bought a ton. And that's how I put, such a large collection together. And, it's not the biggest collection out there by any means, but it's the way you would grind towards anything. Whatever you collect, that would be the way you do it. And that's how I collect stocks, the same way, right? That's how I flip stocks. But yeah, I mean, if Intellivision were to just close down in the next, month or so, then I would find something else. I would still do, what I do now, and if it gets views, amazing, but I'm not going to chase them. I didn't know that Intellivision, the subject was going to get this big when I spoke about it a year ago. I just saw Tommy that was really excited. And I was making a case when I first started, hey, this guy is out there, pushing his product. He's proud of it, and the people criticize. That was my opinion at that time. The people that are criticizing him, a lot of them don't show their face, so I don't know who they are. I can see him. I was just being an optimist, because at the heart of it, I am an optimist. I want to believe the best out of anyone. When they put especially positivity forward, which was happening at the time. After I saw how the company was being run and I criticized it, that's really when I started getting the views, not only because people were interested, but because they thought I was completely wrong. So people were watching me to disagree with me. But I was disagreeing because business-wise, I knew exactly what I was talking about. And I think that is the genesis of this whole thing. You had a group of people that were so excited about a product that when somebody told them it wasn't the way they saw it and had more experience on that particular subject, they wouldn't accept it because they were so loyal to a fault, not only to the company, but to the people running it, right? I can be really loyal to my friend, right? Whatever the friend says, right? And he tells me he sold me a great car. I'll give you an example. He's going to sell me this great car, and I trust him, and I buy the car, and he tells me everything's great. And then I have another friend walk by, and he's a mechanic, and he looks at it and he goes, that sounds a little funny. Sounds like you have a timing belt issue. Am I going to say, no, you're wrong because he told me it was a great car, but he's not a mechanic and he is? Of course not. I'd listen to him. He's a mechanic, right? And the same thing happened to me. I saw a quality assurance issue. And guys, I've been doing quality assurance for over 20 years. I've written manuals, I've written work instructions. I have that kind of experience. I don't know everything about everything, okay? I'm a jack of all trades, master of none, but always better than a master of one. So I have a little experience on some subjects, but when I see that something is off, for the benefit of my friends watching my channel, I pointed it out. Hey, this is not good, right? And I did it early on in the game, and then it blew up into what you see now. It's been great for my channel. I'm not going to deny that. But also I did it because that's what people wanted to talk about. That's what the questions were about. And you don't want to make the same mistake in television did, and this is another point that I make to people all the time. You're such a fan that you became a fanatic at some point because this company told you the games you want, we're not doing those first. We're going to give you these. Wait, what? I'm not going to give the people something they don't want, right? If you're watching me, it's up to me, especially if you're giving me your time to talk about things that you're interested in, right? And if there's some subject that you want me to talk about that I have some knowledge about, I'll tell you right away. I'll be happy, more than happy to talk about it. But yeah, it's been a journey. It's been fun, and I'm going to ride it till the wheels fall off. If it takes them another year and they're still alive in some shape and form, and the company is still functioning, I'm definitely gonna, keep commenting on it, especially if they're able to turn it around. Maybe a new investor comes in. You never know. But guys, I just wanted to share those thoughts with you, of what the channel's doing. Guys, I right now, things are changing. Things are changing in the investment world. Things are changing everywhere. Tough times are coming. Whether it's real estate, the stock market, and I'm no expert. I'm no I don't have any special knowledge that anybody else doesn't have. I just look at numbers. I look at the markets and see that they're topped off. And everything that goes up eventually has to come down. But in the meantime, we'll go through the ride, and maybe, just maybe, you'll stick around and we'll have some fun. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.
New videos every Monday and Sunday. Thank you for joining me on another episode of the Gen X Gamer. Remember to like and subscribe, click that notification bell, and remember, never ever be afraid to be happy. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.